So this is my final reflection video for EDUU 610. So something I would love to tell myself. You do not need to do everything. Sometimes less is more. I need to focus on not getting caught up in trying to include everything, because there will literally not be enough time to do it all. Basically what I'm saying is quality, not quantity. For example, when I'm planning lessons or when I'm doing the action research proposal, I need to think about when I'll actually get a chance to analyze the student's work, or when I'll actually get a chance to analyze the data I collect in the research. I don't want to include every little thing because I'll get overwhelmed, I'll get frustrated, and that's not something I want in my life. I want to have a nice, easygoing time. So, I am not a professional researcher, and that's probably pretty obvious, but of course I need to do research in the classroom. So take it little by little, step by step. I don't want to, or future myself, you do not want to bury yourself in the research, because then you'll probably give up and you'll just not want to do it anymore. The next part of this video is the question I have for my future self. Did the research we do during EDUU 610 and EDUU 611 make a difference? Another way to ask this question, so it makes it more obvious, do I plan on implementing my discoveries or what I learned during this video into my daily lesson plan? Currently, I predict I'm going to be using this because I actually am using it already. But from what I learn in the next class, from what I learned from the deep dive into the literary research, sometimes I wonder to myself, will I make a discovery that changes my prediction? Will I make a discovery that I realize this is not what I want to do in my classroom, this is not going to help at all? And I'm just asking my future self, think about it. Think about if it helps, if it doesn't help, and I'm just curious to see if it does. For my final part of this video, this is for my professor. I'm at 2 minutes right now, so I got a little bit of time. For my final part of this video, this one's for you, my professor. One memory or reflection from this course that I have already started having discussions with my team. I've already started using project-based learning in class. We actually did a project-based activity where the students had to watch a video, take notes on that video, work as a team, build a diorama. They're only in first grade, so it's not the most in-depth video, but it's just cool to see. We even collected data on it. We collected data on the student engagement. We didn't do all those surveys. We didn't do questionnaires or any of that. All we did was look at the kids' engagement before the activity, and we looked at the kids after the activity. And it was a big success. The kids loved doing it. And I'm not saying we did everything perfectly. We actually made a lot of mistakes on the way. There's a lot of things where I realized I should have done that I did not do. And it's something I'm going to implement in the next time we do a project-based activity. So I'm just proud of myself that I used what I've learned in this class, and I've already started implementing it into my daily life. And it's something I wouldn't have done if I wasn't in this class. So thank you. My second reflection about this course is that I guess it would be informal action research really isn't as hard as I thought it would be. So I'm not talking about this big APA format, 20-page plus appendix, data collection, all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just making simple changes in the classroom based on simple data. So I'm trying to think of how to put this. The data I collect, and based on the self-reflection of what I see my students do, all you really need to do is think about an area that you need to improve and make adjustments to solve that problem. Damn, I'm spacing. So you make adjustments to solve that problem. If the problem gets worse, or even if it just stays the same, you know that those adjustments aren't really working. And then you go back to the drawing boards, you start over, and you try different adjustments. There is no need to be stressed out about being perfect on the first try. Things take time. I'm not a perfect researcher. I'm not a perfect teacher. I probably never will be a perfect teacher. But as time goes on, you slowly make those adjustments, you slowly make changes in the classroom, and you'll get better and better. So I got about 10 more seconds, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for this course, and I hope I start implementing this stuff that I learned in EDUU 611 every day of my life.